right, so let's move on to some better movies, namely Jumanji.
All right.
There is a fourth Jumanji in early development. So, producer Hiram Garcia has confirmed that a fourth installment of the Jumanji franchise is in the early stages of development at his Seven Bucks production label. Speaking with Comic Book, Garcia teased that they have big plans ahead for the Dwayne Johnson led sequel, which follows on from the 1995 original and the more interlinked recent films with 2017's Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle and 2019's Jumanji The Next Level. Did you watch Jumanji The Next Level, Vader?
I did. I've seen all the Jumanji movies. Wait. Yeah, I believe I did.
I really love.
Was that the one with the two old guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny
That was
DeVito and Donald Glover.
right. Yep.
And I've really been loving this new take on Jumanji with The Rock, Kevin Hart, and Karen. Is it Karen Gillian or Karen Gillian?
I don't know.
And Jack Black. I love these characters. I think that they are hilarious, and I just love watching movies with them. And the last one, Jumanji: The Next Level, ended with a cliffhanger where the Jumanji universe was bleeding into the regular universe. And so now, like, our teenage heroes that used to embody these video game characters are now faced with the prospect of dealing with the Jumanji verse in the real world. So I'm kind of interested in seeing how they're going to develop that. But here, Garcia says, we're always having conversations, and that's a family, that entire group, if there's ever been. It's hard to imagine or remember a time I've been on a set where it's just a beloved group of cast and crew and actors. And that's just one of those things where we know we have a really big idea that we want to do with it. We've been discussing it. There's conversations that have been going on where we're in the process of moving all that along. I can't tell you anything, but we do have big plans for it. And that's one of our favorite projects to work on. And that's cooking away. Garcia and Stephen Bucks are also producing Teddy and the Guardians of the Night, a Netflix family adventure feature with Josh Stolberg and Bobby Florsheim coming on board to pen the script, says The Hollywood Reporter. The project is based on a popular illustration from Greek fantasy artist Alex Panagopoulos, an image showing a stuffed teddy bear protecting a child sleeping soundly from a monstrous threat in her bedroom. Dwayne Johnson, Danny Garcia, and Hiram Garcia will produce. So I'm pretty excited about another Jumanji movie. What's interesting is that these Jumanji movies have always come out as counter programming to Star Wars movies.
Yeah,
right?
they have, haven't they? Yeah.
Yeah, so like the first one, Welcome to the Jungle, came out against The Last Jedi, and then The Next Level came out against Rise of Skywalker. It was kind of like the studios like F you to Disney, like we think we have better movies than you, so we're going to put these out and see how they do. And they've actually
turn your brain off, kind of get back and enjoy types of movies. And those are the kind of movies I like to go to the theaters to watch. Escape for a little while and not have to think about the real world kind of thing. So, The Rock is a busy dude, and he doesn't make good movies all the time, but he makes a lot of fun movies. And the Jumanji movies are right there, and the cast is great. His the way him and Kevin Hart work off each other.
Yeah, the chemistry with this cast, like Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Karen Gillian, and The Rock, they all just meld together so well. Even Nick Jonas, if you want to throw him in there, the only issue has always been the bad guys. In the last two Jumanji movies, the bad guys just haven't been very good.
Yeah, but they don't really have to be, because
True.
The movie's about how the main cast interacts with each other. So
yeah, and they've got some genuinely funny and clever stuff in these movies, which I really enjoy. Like Kevin Hart doing his Danny Glover impression. like for most of that sequel, The Next Level, it was so funny, especially like with the Rock doing Danny DeVito.
Yep.
Just absolutely fantastic stuff. Loved it.
Yeah, I think the Jumanji series is one they can kind of milk this for at least a few more movies, I would think, down the road. People enjoy them, and why not? Let's, as long as they're done well enough, then I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah, and actually the Jumanji movies are kind of shepherded by, I want to say, Jake Kasdan, who's Lawrence Kasdan's son, and Lawrence Kasdan's like the big Star Wars guy who wrote Empire Strikes Back and stuff like that. So it's got that weird Star Wars connection pedigree to it, which I think is kind of funny. But
he wrote Solo, right?
No. Well, yeah, Lawrence Kasdan and his other son wrote Solo.
Other son, okay.
Yeah. So he had. Let me look it up because I know that I'm probably getting the name wrong. I want to make sure I get this right. One of them is Jake Kasdan, and the other one is, let's see here, Jumanji. Yeah, so Jake Kasdan is the writer and director of the Jumanji ones, and then Solo. Jonathan Kasdan.
Oh, okay.
Is the other son, and he's the one who wrote Solo, and he's been working on the 5th Indiana Jones film. Although I don't know why they skipped number 4. You'd think that after the 3rd one they'd make a 4th one, but now they're just making a 5th one, which is weird.
Yep.
I don't know what Lucasfilm is doing anymore.
I don't know if they do either.
Obviously they don't, considering that they just introduced a Rock as a character. Not The Rock, a Rock.
Well, I think Lucasfilm might be able to say that that's on the publishing side of things. We have nothing to do with The Rock. So
Well, it got Kathleen Kennedy's blessing. She was like, "Oh, a Rock, that's hilarious."
Will she just retire already?
She's never retiring, dude.
She needs to go away, dude.
She's going to die in that position at the ripe old age of 109.
Please, no.
The hate from the Star Wars fanboys will just keep feeding her life force.
No, she's like
keep her alive.
She's like Agatha Harkness, right?
She just absorbs people's energy.
Absorbs the hatred sitting in her chair at her desk. It's like, I can feel it. Give me your hatred.
Yes. More.
And call him Geode, and I will give my stamp of approval. And the whole world will hate me for it. But they'll buy my shit anyway. And make YouTube videos. And it's like, just enough, dude. I just go away. Go away. Give it to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. One of your woke ass coven disciples. Anybody, just get the fuck out of here. I'm done with her, man. She's just, you're getting me going. I gotta stop. So,
all right. So to lower your blood pressure, why don't we move on to our next story?